Becca's sister. I lived with her from 1989 to 2006, part of which I was her roommate. So I feel this qualifies me to give Dan some advice for living with her. If there's two of something, she will give you the better of the two. So sometimes you may have to insist that she takes the better one. She will sometimes tell you she's okay when she's not, so you may have to ask her more than once. She will listen even when she's busy. She will care even when she's tired. Don't take that for granted.
It's been about 24 years since Dan and I have known each other, which is 8,760 days. I tried to count the minutes and the hours, and it was way too much for me to count. Dan knows how great I am at math. It actually started back in the 3rd grade at St. Francis de Sales in Newark. And Dan was just a new kid, and we kind of got stuck with our little bit of misfit of friends. We became quick friends, spending countless hours with each other playing sports, listening to Mr. Lehman's collection of music in his office, and playing countless hours of video games. Dan's house became kind of a second home for me, and we became like brothers.
We're so blessed to have Dan in our family now. And we know that this is of God. We know marriage is a gift, and we've prayed long and hard for this marriage, and we're just so thankful for it. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So beautiful. I hope I didn't mess up your makeup. Wow. Oh, I love you so much. Awesome. You doing all right today?
On behalf of Dan and Becca and their families, I'd like to welcome you all here with us today. A verse that Dan and Becca have held strong to during their journey for finding one another is Psalms 46:10, which states, "Be still and know that I am God." It's perfectly appropriate for both of you, actually. Dan, you're one of the most wonderfully caring, knowledgeable, likable, and literal man that I know. You know how to be serious and have fun at the same time. You're the perfect mix of a guy that has his stuff together and an 8-year-old, all wrapped into one. Becca, from my short time of knowing you, I knew you had the patience and eloquent touch to compliment Dan. You are one of the kindest and most gentle people I've had the privilege of knowing. Your calm demeanor and level-headedness will be a wonderful addition to your marriage. I now have the pleasure to pronounce you as husband and wife. Dan, you may kiss your bride, friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Lehman.
It's like running through an open door. It's like finding what you're looking for.
Becca to describe her and Dan with one object. And she chose a blanket, and Dan chose a bronze shield. I laughed because these objects perfectly describe them. Becca as the comforter and Dan as the protector.
Dude, I've always been your number one fan. And I'm incredibly proud of the man you've become. And honestly, I can't wait to see what this new journey holds for you and for Becca. I've literally never seen you happier. Ever in my life. I was just telling Michelle last night. It's like Dan's walking around weightless. We got a beautiful story. Every